Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me video, and I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup routine. This is the kind of makeup that I do on a daily basis when I'm going to uni or to work, and I don't want to put heaps of effort into my face, but I want to have some kind of makeup on. So for some people this may seem like a lot of makeup to wear every day, but I like putting on makeup in the mornings, and quite frankly you can wear as much or as little makeup as you like every day. This is just what I like to do.
Okay, so we're starting with the brows, and I'm using my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. I actually hold this in my Priceline haul recently, and I've been using it every day since, and I actually really like it. It's become my new favourite brow product. So I just take the spoolie end, and I brush up all of my brow hairs, and then I take the pencil end of the product, and just start filling in my brows. So I try to use light strokes to mimic my brow hairs because I have quite naturally sparse brows, so I need to do a fair amount of filling to get them as full as I like. And so then once I'm done filling them in, I just take the spoolie end of the product again and just brush up all of my hairs again, and then go back and fill in any patches that revealed. And then once I'm done with my brows, I'm going to prime my face. So I'm using my NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer to do this, and I'm just dotting it around my face and rubbing it in and getting very red because my face always goes so red when I rub it. And then I'm going to move on to doing some spot concealing. So I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 15 Fair, and I'm just dotting it anywhere that I have excessive redness, and I'm just going to blend that in using a Chi Chi blending sponge. Okay, now for foundation. I'm using the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation, and this is in the shade 51 Light Vanilla. I actually hold this in my recent haul as well, and I've been really liking it for day-to-day wear, despite the fact that the colour match is clearly not very good. But it's a very lightweight foundation and it feels really nice on the skin, which is why I like to wear it day to day. And yeah, so I'm just blending that in with a BYS buffing brush. So then once I'm done buffing that in, I just take my concealer again, and I'm just doing my concealing underneath my eyes, just covering up all my dark circles and highlighting a bit, and then down the bridge of my nose, in between my eyebrows, and around my nose and mouth, and on my eyelids. And then I just blend that in with the same Chi Chi sponge. So I put it on my eyelids to act as a primer, as well as to cover up any of the veininess that I have going on there. So then, yeah, just blend all of that in, and then I'm going to set it down with a powder. So I use the RCMA No Colour powder for this, and I just take an Arbonne foundation brush and just set everywhere that I put the concealer, and then I take an Arbonne powder brush and set the rest of my face. And unfortunately, as soon as I finished doing that, my camera stopped recording, so I didn't get footage of it, but I used my Physicians Formula Bronze Booster in the shade Light to Medium, and my NYX Powder Blush in the shade Dusty Rose, and the Balm Mary-Lou Manizer for highlight. But all of this will be down in the description if you have any questions. Okay, so on the eyes, pretty much day to day I just use whichever bronzer I'm using. So I'm just taking the Physicians Formula bronzer again and just blending it into my crease using an e.l.f. eyeshadow blending brush. And yeah, and then blending that in just to give a bit of depth. And then I'm going to take the Chi Chi Mattes 3 palette, and I'm taking the darkest brown shade in that palette, and I'm just blending that into the crease, but mainly on like the outer third of the crease and on the outer V of my eye. Just give it a bit of depth there. And then I'm going to take the Chi Chi Timeless palette, and I'm taking the pink champagne-y kind of shade in that palette and just packing that onto my eyelid. I'm mainly putting that on the inner 2/3 of my lid. And then I decided my outer V wasn't quite dark enough, so I just added a bit more of that dark brown shade packed on there. And then back in the Timeless palette, I just took the light brown shade in that palette and just blended a little bit into my crease. So now I'm taking the matte vanilla shade from the Mattes palette and just using that as a brow bone highlight, just using a flat shader brush sort of thing, putting it under my brows, and then I'm going to do my eyeliner. So I'm using the Maybelline Masterliner, the brown Maybelline Masterliner to do my waterline and my tightline. I'm not sure what the shade's called, but it's whichever one's the brown one. Yes. And then I'm just taking that dark brown shade from the Mattes palette again, and I'm just smudging it underneath my lower lash line a little bit, just to give a bit of depth there. And I get way too close to the camera when I do that, unfortunately, so you can't quite see what I'm doing. And then I'm just using my Mary-Lou Manizer to highlight my inner corners and a little bit under my brow bones as well. Okay, and I'm doing this in a really weird order, but so now I'm going to set my eyebrows. So I'm using the Essence Make Me Brow in the shade number 2 Brownie Brows, and I'm just brushing up through the brow hairs there just to give that kind of feathery effect, and just smoothing down the outer brow hairs. And I forgot to do my mascara, so I'm using the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Curl Mascara, and just putting that one coat on my top and bottom lashes. And that's it for the eyes. So now I decided I wasn't quite as glowy as I wanted, so I'm just adding a bit more of my highlight on my cheekbones and around my face. And then for lipstick, I'm using the Essence Long Lasting Lipstick in the shade Natural Beauty. And I really like this for day-to-day lipstick because it's kind of that your lips but better sort of look. So I really like that. And then I'm going to set my face. So I'm using the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. And that's all.
Okay, so that was my everyday makeup routine. What I wear to uni and to work. I know there'll probably be some people down in the comments saying, oh, that's too much makeup for every day. But look, it's what I like doing in the mornings, and it's what makes me feel good. So thank you so much for watching. If you feel like this video deserved it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, then just subscribe to my channel. Bye!